Hi, I'm Bryce and welcome to Dynasplint. I'm going to go over your shoulder Dynasplint with you here. Obviously this is going to be after you get it out of the box. This should be about the position it will be in. The best place to wear this splint is going to be on the floor if you can tolerate that. If not, you can do it on a bed or something, that'll work as well, but really a nice firm surface really works best. First thing you're going to do is just unfold this blue pad. Get that out of the way. That'll fold down. And this whole piece is going to rotate around. In order to do that, it's a little like kind of a cogwheel here. So we push this down. It's going to allow it to move. So we hold that down and we rotate this all the way around. You can see the numbers here. I'm going to have one blacked out for you. I'm going to have the 30 blacked out. That's where you're going to stop. So put that little tooth up into its slot. That's going to lock that in place. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to lay down and get your head to about the top of this mat, and you're going to point your elbow here. This moves up and down to accommodate for the length of your upper arm, and we'll go over your forearm positioning in just a minute. So go ahead and lay down. Get that about the top of your head there, like so. Then you can take your other arm, pull this in towards your chest, towards your stomach. It's going to stop about there. Should be able to get your arm in there. Your thumb's going to come through this hole, and your arm is just going to rest on this black pad. You might need to scoot over to kind of get your arm better aligned with this part of the splint. And from here, your job is just to relax and let that splint pull you out into external rotation, okay? We do have straps on here. This is pretty rigid, so you can kind of take or leave the straps. It's up to you. Just take, and they'll come through the D-rings over here, like so. Tighten those. Here you can either come through the D-rings or you can twist and come back around and stick them to themselves. Sometimes that's a little bit easier. That'll just kind of hold you a little bit more secure. Like so. I've got about 2 pounds of tension on the splint now. We'll see how that feels, and I'll kind of show you how to adjust it if you need to. You want to work your way up to 20 to 30 minutes 3 times a day. You might start with 5 minutes and go from there. You might start with 10 minutes. So, but work your way up to 20 to 30 minutes 3 times a day in this position. Try to relax the rest of your body. You don't want to cringe toward it. You don't want to feel anything in your neck. You should feel a similar sensation that you feel when your therapist stretch you, not as intense. This is going to be a lot more subtle, but it will grow with your intensity will grow as time goes on, which is why you kind of ease into it. Coming out, just try to pull your hand in if you can. This is where you might have some pain, or you can take this hand and pull it in. If you need help, if you got somebody around the house, they're more than welcome to help you. Under your straps, if you choose to use them. You can slide this over, pull your arm out. Now this thing's gonna fling down, don't worry about it. Every time, don't worry about that. So, depending on how your forearm feels here, so if you've got good space, you don't feel like you're being jammed down into this mat, into this pad anyway, that's fine. But if you do feel like you're being jammed down, your forearm's a little bit too long, you can make this longer, okay? To make that longer, there is a pull pin right here, this little collar. Slides out, and this whole thing will just about, the easiest thing to do is kind of slide it almost all the way off. And you see I've got the 2 marks, that's where we started. The other mark is gonna be right there, so you kind of pull that pin back out, and we're going for that hole. But you're gonna kind of get it to right there, and you heard it click in place. That's what we're going for. So that'll be the longer setting. All right. So now the other thing I'm gonna show you here on this setting is the tension. All right. Let me get that back in the hole. Your tension setting, if I can find my tool. Go ahead and look right here. You can see this red bar. See that red bar is lined up with just above the 3. We'll call that a 2. Your tool is going to go right in here. All right, righty tighty, lefty loosey. You'll feel it hit that screw. You'll feel some resistance. We turn that to the right about a whole turn. It'll go down to the 3. So that's going to be more tension. That's going to push your arm out to the side harder. It's going to be like when your therapist kind of cranks on you a little bit harder. That's what this one's going to do. So once you can tolerate it for 20 to 30 minutes and you don't feel that same amount of stretch, you're going to want to increase the tension. If the stretch is too much initially, you can decrease the tension, turn it to the left. Like I said, we had it at 2. You might need to start at the 0 and just let the weight of gravity in your arm and the splint provide a stretch. That's fine. But see how that 2 kind of feels, and you can kind of go from there. If you want, while you're in the splint, find somebody you trust, and you can have them kind of turn it and kind of see how it feels while you're in the splint. You can make adjustments that way. Just another note, if you are going to have it on the longer setting here, this doesn't quite reach. So to make your adjustments, just take that handpiece all the way off. You can make your adjustments like so, and there's another number gauge there where the red bar is. All right. You've got instructions, a return label in the box, and if you need anything, you just give me a call at 504-473-2542. Thanks, and have a great day.